that deep voice is not Kate's.
For a change.
The golden voice.
I love you, Kate.
Right back at you, baby.
Say that. Ted Williams is with us, our special guest. You have a book out, correct?
Yes, ma'am. A Golden Voice, How Faith, Hard Work, and Humility has brought me from the streets to salvation.
Are you going to do an audio book?
Well, I believe it or not, I did.
You have to.
You've already recorded that?
Did it?
Yeah, it was an abridgment to the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where can you get that?
Amazon.com, as far as I know, or you can link to the Ted Williams, TedWilliamsGoldenVoice.com.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the journey we've been talking to you about is the one that was very public. A lot of people obviously following what was going on. And I think we all forget sometimes that it all took place right here at Hudson, in downtown Columbus.
Yes, ma'am.
And here you are today. And first of all, I want to ask you, how strong is that pull on you still, the addictions that took you down?
Right now, I live out in Dublin, and the obsessions don't hit me as much. I would say the reservations are still there, not necessarily with the crack cocaine, but being an alcoholic and an addict that I am, I have to realize there's nothing that I can do.
So when you're walking around the memorial, is that difficult for you?
No.
A lot of beer out there.
No. I don't even look at it that way.
Good.
As long as no one poses in a picture with me with a bottle of beer, or something like that.
That would be hard.
Yeah. But that's where I was talking about a little while ago, where I said I'm surrounding myself. Most people that I'm around, which is no more than 4 people, they don't drink around me or anything like that.
Initially, that wasn't the case. When you first went through the first stint of rehab and such, you had some maybe good-intentioned people, but they didn't really know the procedures as well as where you are now.
Right. They thought maybe I was weaning myself away from it. It was a gradual process. There was no... of course, I walked away from treatment, and you're talking about people that really had some great hopes for me. Had I stayed the first time, they gave up on me. Not big clients or potential opportunities, but people that just in general that looked for hope in my situation, or gather a little inspiration of some sort.
Do you think that if the people that had the hope and the opportunities that were seemingly thrown at you overnight, do you think that if it hadn't come in such a flurry, you could have maybe taken one step at a time, one day at a time, as they say?
And that's exactly what I was hoping.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe out of all of this, after it died down, that I would still have one opportunity to possibly work as a production person or on-air sidekick or anything of that nature.
And that's what strikes me as interesting about this. You're not saying, I want to go back and I want to be on the #1 station in the #1 market and do the #1 show. You're... for those not in tune with the radio biz, a production job is not exactly the most glamorous or the highest on the food chain, right?
Right, that's right.
So you're pretty modest in your hope at this point. You're thinking a year or so ago when this all started, could I just get a foot back in the door and get back on track?
Exactly. Intern, anything. I just want to get, you're right.
Have you had those calls?
Now I'm starting to,
Okay,
yes,
good.
ma'am. And then I also, on my website, as I mentioned, thanks for calling Shawn Ireland. I'm sorry, Shawn's not available to take your call, but leave your name and telephone number, and Shawn will get right back. That kind of thing. I'm doing personalized voicemails.
How's
I'm
that
having
working?
fun with them.
Are you having fun?
Yes, I'm
That's
having
good.
fun. Some of the things that people, want on their voicemails can be a little, wow.
What do you charge? Yeah.